Okay, what is up, guys? So today we've got episode 1049, One Piece. I've not seen anything from this, but I have seen someone's thumbnail and title for their reaction of this, and so I know one thing that happens in this episode. I'm not going to say it now, just in case anyone's not watched it and they're watching this first for some crazy reason, because you should always go and watch the episode I'd recommend before going to watch any reaction. I mean, I enjoy watching it for the first time with people. It's good, it's always fun. But I don't think you can really beat this. It's like just you and then coming to watch the reaction after and then see what everyone else thinks about it. That's what I like to do anyway. But I mean, each to their own. We've just got the intro rolling out, and I only saw it for the first time last episode. Wait, they're all fighting on Kaido. That's not going to be something that happens, surely. Surely we do not end up having a fight with everyone on top of Kaido fighting. That would be funny. In my mind, it would be funny. But so impractical. I don't get how that would work. But anyway. So this time I've got my camera on a stand that's about two and a bit times the height of the last one I've had on. Only because I wasn't really loving the... One of the reasons was because it was making me look like I had a double chin. To be fair, partially that's my fault for not like... the way my beard grows. It's a bit of a chin strap at the moment. But it grows in a patchy way. So it looks like I've got like... double chin, which isn't great, but who cares? So yeah, higher stand. Just I think it might be a better view, but we'll find out after this. Okay, so let me just get this going. 2, 1. Okay, we're now ready. So we're still with Yamato and Kaido, which is always good. As always, a Coke Zero with ice. Nothing beats it. See, I don't know how I feel about Yamato. I didn't really like her at first. Her, him, whatever she wants to be, I don't really like. But I'm just going to refer to her as her. Because the Odin thing kind of confuses me a little bit. But, which I was about, it's one of the last we got now. But, I don't know. I wasn't sure about her at first because I was like, this doesn't make sense, seems a bit random. Then as you've got to know more and more of a story, I get it more and more. But I just don't see how she goes from admiring someone so much like this to suddenly wanting to be them. I think it's slightly, I don't know, I just don't love it. It seems too random. Like, it doesn't seem, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, now, I adore the character. Great character now. Love the backstory and all of that. But there's just little bits where it's like the kind of like development of a character's actions. Like they go from doing one thing to the next. And you can see why they kind of go from doing one thing to the next. Or you can at least see their reasoning behind it a bit. But her admiring him, just then suddenly her like being him just seems a little bit odd. But I mean, maybe we'll find out more about it. Maybe it's just odd for the point of being odd. We do get that sometimes in One Piece. I enjoy it. It's one of the reasons why I love One Piece. It's just weird. It's a weird show, and I love it for how weird it is. Bro, I understand Momo is still not have the same age as he had before he got turned mature, but bro is goofy goober. I love that dynamic. I still have, and I have since they first got together. Momo and Luffy, there's something about like the this looks epic. There's something about the like the wimp hanging around with like the don't give a fuck cool guy. Oh, it's just hilarious. Okay, when I saw the end of this in, I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before, I said I was disappointed because certain parts of it didn't look as crisp as they could do. Rewatching it now, I think that's only one like lightning strike that did look as clean as everything else on the screen. But I mean, it looks good. It definitely looks good. They do liquids really well in One Piece, I see. They're very artistic with it. Right now, obviously, it's just it's blood dropping off Kaido's head. But like the water in one else, it's all very good. Hard to do liquids in them, anyway. I'd love to see Yamato fight some people that we know better, because it's hard to base how strong people are when they fight Kaido, because he's just like a hard guy to tell when he's trying hard, when he's not, when he's drunk, when he's not. You know, it's kind of, sometimes it's hard to tell, when he just takes a hit for the point of taking it to get back up and then smash you down. So, it's interesting. Dude just looks like a beast though. Such a cool design. Dude's aura just looks dark now. Damn, Yamato's got to be pretty up there in strength-wise, like very high. I get why people are really wanting her to join the crew now, because she would have been a big difference in the crew. She would have been like a Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei kind of difference, which is big. Like everyone in Straw Hats is kind of OP now. Like they all have their like different attacks which just do crazy damage. But Yamato is fucking the emperor, although it is her dad, so. But then again, it's also Kaido, so you never really know. The dynamics are so hard to tell when people are fighting who's what level. But these episodes are so beautiful. The way the shadows are working on the paper, you can see Ace through the paper. Like, There's a certain director, I believe, that does those episodes, like the ones that like really stick out on a certain different kind of design. And I believe it's a she, and she's excellent. I don't know how she does it, but suddenly everything changed. The animation becomes all glossy. It becomes like color work is incredible. Like it's the screen is full of different bright, different things, different colors and all that. But it's still like easy to tell what things are. It doesn't just look like a jumper. So it's very hard to do it. It's very impressive. I mean, looking at what One Piece has gone from and come to over the last 20 years, it's crazy. Like this, even though what I was saying earlier about Yamato, you can't hate the character because it's just she's a very wholesome character. She's a character you want to like. She just seems like she's not very well skilled at telling people or explaining what she is, how she works. Who's this? Is this really just gonna be like a faceless, nameless Kaido's subordinate? I feel like it'd be such a waste if it was. This could have been a fun character that could have helped develop Yamato's backstory a bit. Another reason why she wanted to become Oda, possibly. Oh, maybe it is. No, I was. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. That's dark even for One Piece. Wow. I mean, I was saying it. I really wasn't actually expecting him to go there. Wow. So it is a faceless thing with subordinate, but they are still using it for development. Wow, man. Fuck Kaido. Fuck Kaido. Great character, but unlikable. Damn. Episodes like these that just make you like Yamato even more. And it makes it very easy to overlook like the small, not mistakes, just things you may not like about the character. It makes it very easy to overlook those things when the rest of the character is so good. Kaido's aura keeps changing. I'd like to know if it changes a lot in the manga, or if this is anime like thing differences. It'd be interesting if it was like a emotions kind of thing. Damn, Yamato's taking it now. I wonder if Kaido's always just like stupidly evil, because he's not like a smart villain. He's just like an annoying idiot at times. I think. Come on, Momo. I'm tired of this. I've seen by the end of this arc you become badass. I need to see it. I've had too much of Momo being a bitch. Momo needs to start doing shit. Come on, Momo. I've seen spoilers from the manga, a few bits here and there, so I know what so I know a few things about Momo, and he has some cool fights at the end of his arc. And he's a badass at the end of his arc, so I want to see that. I want I want to get there. Bro's just got his eyes closed and just flying up there. Momo could become such a cool character for the future of this show. Momo's getting a flying animation in character. No, I'm kidding. I just mean some of the first scenes of Kaido where he's flying in the sky. Not the first ones, but like some of the earlier on ones. It was like odd. Yeah. Damn. Okay. He's starting to get the hang of it a bit. I want to see Kaido see. Oh my god, I want to see Kaido's reaction to Momo. Surely we get to see that at some point. Oh, he can just stop. That's so crazy. Come on, I want to see Kaido react to Momo. That would be so cool. Momo, open your goddamn eyes, man! This moron, bro. He's such a goofball. I was hoping that this was gonna be it. We were gonna get Momo becoming a bit more of a man here, but I guess not. He's gonna crash into a skull, isn't he? Momo. Maybe we get to see Momo use his... I can see how Luffy doesn't jump to the roof straight away. They crash from here. Maybe we get to see Momo use his... Because surely at some point we get to see Momo in human form using... Not Enma, but Odin's other sword. Surely, yeah. That would be cool. Bro, Luffy doesn't even... For once, Luffy does not look like he's enjoying the crazy ride. That's hilarious. So I think that's the first time I've ever seen Luffy like... But, oh my god. Momo, you're a lost cause at this point. You're a lost cause. Odin would be ashamed. Bro, I love One Piece, man. They somehow make like the most serious, like, we're fighting to see Luffy become the king of the pirates. 2 Yonkos, 2 Yonko crews, other people, the samurai, all of this serious stuff, so much death, so much like sacrifice. And then we get scenes like this, and there's Momo in dragon form, eyes closed, bouncing off the walls of the building, with Luffy just holding on for dear life. It's hilarious. Okay, what is up? Okay, so as I'm sure you can see, I might be wearing something a little bit different now. I think this is the same t-shirt as yesterday though, to be fair. Don't judge me. But anyway, getting to it. I realised today when I went to go do my editing that I had only recorded like 2/3 of this episode. I hadn't recorded like the last whole third of it. So I'm not going to be re-reacting to all of it, but I'm going to be re-reacting to obviously the end of 1049, which if you've seen the episode, is a banger. It's great. So probably just going to jump right into it. Don't judge my look. If I look a little bit red, a little bit sweaty, it is only because I've just got back in from a run. I was going to do my editing and then I realised this. So I'm going to do this now, record this, get this done. And I've got some food on the way. So that should all be fine. So we're going to get straight back into this. Here we go. So this is where Yamato, Luffy and Momo's pull-up was kind of dope, especially with like Yamato in like the foreground. And damn the animation. The animation is great on this. It's another one of those episodes where it's like 10:14, 10:15. It's just it looks so good, so crisp, so clean that you can't complain about this at all. Even the way they've drawn Momo the dragon, like I feel like we've not even seen Kaido's flying animation drawn like that. Like, oh, it looks so good. And they do that close up on Luffy's face. It just looks so good. Snake Man, forgot about that. That looks cold. So much detail. Just like these kind of like the aura, they make it look so cool. Like it's like being like blown around by almost the wind, I guess. And it kind of like flows off them. Damn, that's a cool attack from Yamato. Jesus, man. I mean, if this is the kind of animation we're getting for Luffy just returning to fight Kaido, Gear 5 is going to be something different. Like, really. Gear 5 is got to be some of the best animation of anything ever. If this is the kind of stuff we're getting for just intros or returns. Damn. Ooh. Damn, man, a clean hit. Kaido's tanked a lot. Kaido's tanked a lot of stuff in this arc. Like a crazy amount. I get why they say if it's 1v1 Kaido will win. Because even if you're faster than him, even if you're stronger than him maybe, dude just take damage. He's durable as fuck. Cool colour work on Yamato's like thing. Well, and there we are, end of the episode. I just want to re-react to that because I mean it looks so beautiful, it's so well animated. It would be rude not to. Ooh, we pause it. I'm not watching anything I'm supposed to be. But I mean,
So crisp, so clean. Just honestly an all-round, really good episode in my opinion. In my opinion, it's a very clean, very sleek, very good looking end of the episode. Like all of that, like you can tell when it switches on. Like the animation kind of just like what I'm looking at right now. You probably won't be able to see this because the video is cut off. But it's just a picture of Kaido's hand on the ground, and it looks good. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But when we go into these scenes and the animation level just goes straight up, we have like a it'll be the same image, it'll be the same placement, nothing will be different, but there'll just be these lines drawn on, like let's say the hand that I'm looking at, and it will just make it so much more realistic. It just seems like it's a real hand grabbing something. It's like small details, like when they like really focus on things like wrinkles, just creases in the skin. It makes it feel more real. Because one of the problems about I don't want to sound like I'm bashing One Piece at all here, because I'm not. With One Piece sometimes is that they do beautiful color work, but then they don't really do anything. They don't layer anything on top of the color work. Like it'll just be like a color, and it'll look really good, look really clean. The outlines will be in these thick, really cool looking, artsy black outlines to things, and it will look dope. But then they just miss making it perfect sometimes by not putting just a little bit more detail on top of these really bold colours. But I mean, as at the end of that episode, you can see what they're capable of. It's amazing. It's the best that I get to see. And anyway, my food is going to be here any minute now, so that's where I'll cut off, and hopefully next week's episode comes out a bit smoother, and after we react to anything. So anyway, guys. Peace. I'll see you in a bit.